Thanks. If we could quieten down, then we can start with the questions now. Okay, guys, I'm sorry to say we're out of time, so we're going to have to wrap this up.
The cameras are fixed to one man. How will he perform on his debut? It's Bayer Leverkusen. They take on Newcastle United live on EA TV. Tonight we find ourselves in northwest Germany, in Leverkusen, on the banks of the Rhine, not too far from Cologne. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and I'm joined for expert analysis by my partner Stuart Robson. And it's a league phase game that's on the menu in the Champions League. It's Bayer Leverkusen up against Newcastle United.
This has the makings of a very good game. Great atmosphere, some top-class players and a perfect pitch. I'm excited by this one.
The lineup for Leverkusen.
Well, it looks like they're going to play in a 3-4-3 formation, but without wing-backs. So although they might have an overload in midfield, they will be vulnerable to any switches of play by the opposition.
So the starting 11 for Newcastle United. Nick Pope gets the nod between the posts. Sven Botman plays alongside Gianluca Mancini in central defence. Bruno Guimaraes plays alongside Sandro Tonali in central midfield. And the idea is to have just the one striker up there trying to pose problems for the opposition. And there we have it, the first half is underway. Wisa. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Andri. Tella. Here's Aldosari. Tapsoba. Hoffman. Oh, that's a really good pass. Can he score? And he's fired it against the post. And good anticipation.
Well, he's just shown what a clever play is without the ball.
Yohan Wissa. Harvey Barnes.
Newcastle were a bit unlucky not to get their noses in front there. Great save by the goalkeeper, though.
Yes, in the mood to exert more pressure. Just the challenge that was required. Well, I don't think it's been too harsh to say we expected better from Newcastle in this competition.
Well, they'll be hoping for a better performance here because up to now they just haven't played well enough.
And an astute piece of defending. Guimaraes. It's with Joelinton. Joelinton. Well, a heightened sense of anticipation. I say that because it's his very first game for the club.
Well, he's a dangerous player when he gets himself isolated in 1v1
Oh,
situations.
Stewart, they must score! And a goal! 1-0 it is. They've been pushing for the opener, and now they have it.
Well, just look at his movement. He knows exactly how to find space, and it's also a tidy finish. That's a nice goal.
The ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Loïc Badé. Badé. Space to exploit. Ezekiel takes aim. Closing down well. Andri. Now with Tapsoba. Nathan Teller. Palacios on the ball. Garcia. And a clever piece of defending. Sandro Tonali. The Magpies pushing forward with options available. But nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. Badé. Here's Aldosari. Loïc Badé. Palacios. Nathan Teller. Hoffman. Right, I think we better send it over to Alex Scott because I'm hearing there's been a goal in the Villarreal game, Alex.
Yeah, it's a goal for Villarreal. The score's level again now at 1-1 with 28 minutes played.
Many thanks, Alex. Really nice looking pass.
Yeah, really good vision there.
Well, the threat could be there. Not forcing the issue. Great composure. Good run, very much in control of the situation. Schick. Palacios on the ball. Hoffman. What can they do from here? Palacios. Here's Aldosari. And Leverkusen regaining possession. Could be dangerous. And the shot. And the keeper making sure there were no scraps for them to feed on. Yohan Wissa. Tonali with it. Livramento. Wissa has it. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Salem Aldosari. Tapsoba. Loic Bade. Palacios. Here's Aldosari. Now with Guimaraes. Gordon. And it's a quality pass. Intercepted effortlessly. So half-time, closing the book on the first half here at the Bay Arena. Well, he was one of their better players in the first half, but needed to be better still. Your thoughts?
Well, it's not just him, to be fair. I think the whole team haven't been at their best. It's going to take a spark, though, to turn this around, and hopefully he can be the one to provide that.
So the second half begins. Who will steal the show? Teller. Loic Bade. Hoffmann. Palacios on the ball. Can they square the game? Oh, good vision there. How about the cross? And whipped into the box. Fine work from Leverkusen to win back possession. Oh, moving it nicely. Intelligent ball. Can he finish? Counter-attacking chance. Excellent vision. And that's really well read. And collected tidily. He had plenty to think about. Nathan Teller. Andri. Well, it goes without saying, we have plenty more live action coming up here on EA TV. And Stuart and I are thoroughly looking forward to being with you for this one. It's Bayer Leverkusen facing Manchester City.
I'm really looking forward to it. Always a great atmosphere in that stadium, and it should be an entertaining match.
Loic Bade. 30 minutes left for play. Okay, someone has scored in the Villarreal game, but who exactly? Alex Scott.
Yeah, another goal for Villarreal. They're back in this now with 61 minutes played.
Thanks as always, Alex. Palacios. I'm delighted to say, more Premier League action coming up for you here on EA TV. It's Newcastle United facing Fulham. Ezequiel Palacios. Can they make one of these passes count?
Well, they're just waiting for the right moment here.
Unable to hold on to the ball, Leverkusen. Now, who can he play it to? Teammates in the middle. And a little too close to the keeper in the end. Hoffmann. Here's Hoffmann. Here's Aldosari. Just wasn't going to give that ball away. Hoffmann. Moving the ball nicely in search of an equaliser. Promising possession, this. Bruno Guimaraes. Joelinton. kick awarded then by the referee. Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Salem Al-Dossari.
Well, I have to say, these fans have been excellent. They still believe they're going to get back into this.
Well, news coming through of a penalty in one of the other matches, and Alex Scott can fill us in.
Well, Dortmund were awarded the penalty, and it was a strong hand from the goalkeeper to save that one in the bottom corner. The score remains 1-0 with 79 minutes played.
Alex with the info as ever. Who can he pick out? What a genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick.
Well, that should have been a really threatening moment.
Time on the scoreline against Bayer Leverkusen. What can they pull out of the fire? Garcia. Well, it's a very attractive passing sequence. Palacios. Crossing opportunity. Well, he knows what he's doing defensively. Now perhaps they can counter from here. Good through ball. Wisa. Super pass. Well, a really respectable effort from there.
Well, for a moment, I thought it was going to squeeze inside. Decent effort. It's unlucky, really.
Substitution time it is here. Giovanni Di Lorenzo. Adonto Di Lorenzo. Garcia. Here's Al-Dossari. And there the move ends for now. And teammates around him. Schick. And possibilities here. Cross fired over. Well, a time for composure on the ball. And that is all for this game. The referee blows the whistle and Newcastle victorious. Their fans will be thrilled with the outcome.
It was a really tight game, but they were the better side over the 90 minutes and they fully deserved their victory today.
His performance in this particular game will have impressed many people, Stuart.
Well, I enjoyed watching him today. His work rate, skill and movement were excellent, and he fully deserved to score that winning goal.
Have you got time for a few questions? Thank you for answering the questions.
And manager with a clear vision. It's not just about tactics, but also about unity and identity. The fans can see it and feel it, but might the best be yet to come? Hello and a warm welcome to a stadium that always oozes passion, St James's Park. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me, ready to provide all the tactical and technical analysis, is the former England attacker, Sue Smith. And we've got Premier League action coming right up. It's Newcastle United, and they take on Fulham.
I think it's so important that both teams start on the front foot, take the game to the opposition, and an early goal would certainly settle any nerves.
So the starting 11 for Newcastle United. Nick Pope gets the nod between the posts. Gianluca Mancini plays alongside Sven Botman in central defence. Bruno Guimaraes plays alongside Sandro Tonali in central midfield. And rather than use a strike partnership, they've gone with just the one player in attack. And here's the starting 11 for Fulham.
Yeah, a 4-5-1 or a 4-2-3-1. A lot of coaches are adopting this nowadays, as it does give you those two holding players, while you've still got plenty of threat from the wide wingers.
And we're off. The first half begins with plenty of anticipation in the air. Hall. Botman. Mancini. Tonali with it. Tino Livramento. Sandro Tonali. Anthony Gordon. And the Magpies moving the ball forward with purpose. Now he must favour the cross. Simple for the keeper, dealing with that long-range effort. Wissa, can he finish? And there it is! The opening goal, the ideal way to start.
Well, here's the replay. Despite lots of pressure from the defender, he manages to hold him off, gets his shot away. It's a good goal, that.
Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Kostic. And Mancini on the ball. Harvey Barnes. Hall. And on to Barnes. Joelinton. Guimaraes. Intercepted effortlessly.
Yeah, no messing about there. He saw that coming, didn't he?
Chukwueze. And support available. Well, a failure to keep the ball by Newcastle. Really fine play to keep possession. Can he play it in? Well, that's splendid play. Now, can they hit them on the counter? Who wants to make a challenge? And on they go. That's excellent defending following the cross. And a nick there, corner. Who's going to get on the end of it? Well, the goal was at his mercy.
Well, I'm not sure he'll get many chances better than that to even the score. He's going to be disappointed he couldn't put that one away.
Hall. Sven Botman. Harvey Barnes. Sandro Tonali. And nice vision. Well, a classic example of how to intercept. Guimarães. Hall. Now with Guimarães. More fine build-up. Oh, that's a super piece of defending. Botman. Now with Guimarães. Livramento. Wissa has it. Sandro Tonali. Botman. Good patience. Oh dear, up a dead end. It was promising.
Yeah, nice build-up. They just lacked that end product. Stop that one in its tracks.
Sandro Tonali. Joelinton. Tonali with it. Livramento. It's with Joelinton. Anthony Gordon. Lovely intricate passing. Harvey Barnes. Oh, the goalkeeper did well to hang on to that one. Well, Newcastle have it back now. Will it happen for them? Now with Barnes. It's a neat move. Tino Livramento. Tonali with it. Well, the threat could be there. Livramento. And there it is, the goal they wanted for security. They lead by 2 now. They can breathe that bit more easily.
Well, let's have a look at this again. It's a sweet connection. Generates so much power. Not many goalkeepers will keep that out.
Here, and the ball is moving again. Sasha Lukic. And intercepted it. Botman. Tonali with it. Well, it can be so difficult to play against a confident passing team when you're trailing.
Yeah, certainly getting those possession stats up.
Bruno Guimarães. Tino Livramento. Could be! Oh, that is a wonderful piece of challenging. So 1 minute of stoppage time, that's what the officials have said. Chukwueze. Well, the first half story has been written. Half-time here at St James's Park. Well, he's offered plenty, hasn't he, in this game up to this point? Bruno Guimaraes.
Yeah, he's been driving a lot of their attacking play. Sharp movement and real purpose on the ball. And a lovely assist as well.
So underway once again. Who will grab the stage in this second half? Sasha Lukic. Emile Smith-Rowe. Newcastle recovering possession well. Gordon. Tino Livramento. Oh, useful ball. Can he? And it goes! Well, it's one goal after another. A highly impressive performance.
Here we can see it again. It's just sloppy defending. They've switched off at the back and don't stay with the players. They've got to do better there.
And the ball is moving again. It's been an utter masterclass from Newcastle so far, and you sense it truly is a question of how many. More live football to come. A little note about a future game with us here on EA TV.
Yeah, it should be an entertaining game. That's some quality on show there.
Gordon. Well, he keeps going. Joelinton. Now with Guimaraes. And pretty routine for the goalkeeper. Berge. The ball with Lukic. Sasha Lukic. And easily intercepted. Chukwueze. They're not cherishing the ball the way they usually do. Tino Livramento. Joelinton. Delightful passing.
Yeah, they move it well, don't they?
And a quick reminder, we'll have action from the fourth round of the Carabao Cup here on EA TV. It's Fulham taking on Leeds United.
Yeah, just 16 teams remain now, and I think both clubs are going to be looking at this thinking, you know what, we're just a handful of games away from the final. It's a big game, though, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Intelligent ball. Showing a good reading of the game. Joelinton. Sven Botman. It's with Joelinton. Botman. Well, when you have the lead, you can play in this manner, keeping the ball like this. Hall. Botman. It's with Joelinton. And cutting it out. Just 20 minutes remaining now. Emile Smith-Rowe. And showing good game awareness. Hall. Joelinton. Bruno Guimaraes. good interception. Smith Rowe. And space to run into. Cross fired over. And defensive play to be applauded. Johan Wissa. Teammates available. Oh, good idea. And a good save there. The Magpies doing well to win it back. That's useful play. Wissa. Chances on. Oh, excellent reflexes!
Yeah, denied what looked like a certain goal. That's brilliant awareness.
They will now make use of their substitutes bench. And over it comes. What a genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick.
Oh, I thought they were in there. Probably should have done better, really.
Chukwueze. Oh, that's a clever ball. His determination there for all to see. Well, that effort was always going wide. He's not going to be best pleased with himself. Joelinton. 5 minutes left. Well, you might say it's the ideal way to see out a game when you can pass like this.
Yeah, it's just about keeping the ball now, isn't it?
Anthony Gordon. Bruno Guimaraes. And played towards the near post. And the opportunity goes a-begging. He decided to hit that with power rather than going for placement. Well, the referee took note of the earlier infringement, and a booking it is now. And they will make the change now. Kostic. So 3 minutes of stoppage time it'll be. Filip Kostic. Cuenca. On to Jimenez. Berge. On to Anderson. And there goes the final whistle. It is a happy story as far as Newcastle are concerned. 3 points for them. What did you make of it all?
Well, it was a very assured performance, wasn't it? Particularly impressed with their play going forward. They were really lively and almost cutting through at will at times. The result never in much doubt.
Well, you know, when our colleagues in the newspapers come out with their grades for this match, he's going to get very high marks.
Yeah, a good performance, but then we wouldn't expect anything less. A solid 6 or 7 out of 10. And he certainly played his part in the results.
Just got a couple of questions for you. No further questions. Thanks so much.
You're only one of the treasures, and if you know where to dig, you will find gold and diamonds, all kinds of treasures. If you don't know where to dig, all you'll find is rocks and dirt. We can show you where to dig and what to